The mountain clans of the Vale, also commonly known as the hill tribes of the Vale, culturally divided into several clans of varying size, strength, and their own individual subcultures. They live in the foothills of the Mountains of the Moon in the Vale of Arryn, and often make traversing the mountain passes a difficult affair. They are the descendants of first men, but they are considered very primitive by the people of the Vale, some seeing them in the same regard as the wildlings beyond the wall. Some Vale folk have even come to call them this. It is important that the hill tribes should not be confused with the northern mountain clans, who are more respected and whose clan chiefs are somewhat regarded as petty lords. The way the northern mountain clans operate is similar to the house system of Westeros, and have more than proven their worth in conflict when the north has been threatened by wildling raiders. They have become allies and friends of the north, which could not be said for the clans of the Vale. The Vale clans have rejected the authority and rule of the Eyrie and House Arryn, and are independent from the rest of the Seven Kingdoms and its feudal society and house structure. The Clansmen are an egalitarian society, believing that every person's voice, regardless of gender or standing, should be heard during clan meetings. Most Clansmen are very loyal to each other, with some clans sharing close bonds, as well as sharing some aspects of culture. However, the Clansmen are a quarrelsome and proud people, and grudges and slights are often resolved by violence. Conflicts between the clans are often resolved by payments of blood money, and clansmen are quick to settle personal grievances through violence. This has earned them a reputation as savages in the eyes of the maesters of the Citadel. The most notorious mountain clans include the Blackears, Burned Men, Howlers, Milk Snakes, Moon Brothers, Painted Dogs, Red Smiths, Sons of the Mist, Sons of the Tree, and Stone Crows. While there's a lot of written knowledge of these clans, the finer details in history are considered limited. There are also smaller clans, usually formed after splitting off from one of the major ones in various feuds, but these smaller clans rarely last very long, before being either reassembled back into the larger clans, or destroyed by the Knights of the Vale when they venture too close to establish roots through the mountains. Very rarely, a minor clan might survive and grow into a major one. The Burned Men are an offshoot of the Painted Dogs, who split off from them soon after the Dance of the Dragons. But events such as this are uncommon, and would require a very large rift in a clan. The Painted Dogs are one of the older clans, according to legend. King Roland Arryn I, grandson of the first Andal High King of the Vale, was slain by the Painted Dogs, which would make their clan around 1,000 years old. It is also known that the Blackears have a close ties to the Moon Brothers, but do not have good relations with the Stone Crows. During the coming of the Andals to Westeros, Andals from Essos conquered the Vale of Arryn from the First Men. Some First Men submitted and intermarried with the Andals in the aftermath of the Battle of the Seven Stars, but others refused to kneel. The First Men who fled from the fertile Vale into the Mountains of the Moon are the ancestors of the modern Clansmen. This would suggest that when they fled into the mountains, the First Men were much more civilized than their current mountain clans, only to regress into the clan culture of the modern men of the mountains. After such a long time, and so much regression, it is not really known if the clans even know their own history and origin. Any history would be oral and susceptible to variation over time. There is fierce enmity between the mountain clans and the Knights of the Vale, and the clans do not trust lowland lords. Clansmen have been known to burn, plunder, and carry off women far as the riverlands. Even after the Targaryen conquest, the mountain clans have remained a persistent problem for House Arryn and the Lords of the Eyrie. In 54 AC, Lord Donald Arryn and his brother Sir Raymond were slain when they pursued raiders from the mountain clans into the Mountains of the Moon. Lord Arryn and his sons were killed by Stone Crows in 97 AC, after which his young daughter Jane Arryn became Lady of the Eyrie. In 132 AC, starved by winter, raiders from the Mountains of the Moon descended upon the Vale in large numbers to raid and plunder. Lady Jane Arryn, a regent of King Aegon III, was forced to leave her office in King's Landing to see to the Vale's defence. Her cousin, Sir Joffrey Arryn, frequently defended the Vale against the Clansmen as the Knight of the Gate. When Lady Arryn passed away, Sir Robert Rowan led a royal host to enforce Joffrey as her chosen heir. Though his army was attacked nightly by Clansmen, baggage train was frequently attacked by the mountain clans, and eventually Robert and many of his men were killed by falling boulders when the Clansmen toppled half a mountain upon his host. Lord Benjicott Blackwood took over from Robert's host, later remarked about the tenacity of the starving clansmen. Though now at least 3,000 warriors among the clans, though they have not been considered a significant threat for centuries, and probably won't gain much strength in the future. As time goes on, their numbers dwindle. It is speculated by the Maces of the Citadel that the clans in the Mountains of the Moon will fade into the pages of history.